who was a concerned neighbor, and he was an activist, political person, trying to get people to register to vote. And he approached our masjid, knowing it's a masjid for Muslims, and apparently appreciating the Muslims and their condition, trying to show what seemed to be genuine concern, but misguided. He said, I have a lot of Muslim friends, and I want you guys to know the kind of things that are coming for you if, what do you think the concern is? If Donald Trump gets elected. So I need you guys to worry about your own future, and to register to vote, and to prevent this man by voting for Hillary from getting into office and so on. And so the response is quite clear. Very easy response. What is that? We worship the one in whose hand is the dominion of all of this. That's who we worship here. And instead of being influenced by you and you trying to worry us about what might happen with this businessman taking an office of importance, we're busy worshiping the one who the heart of Donald Trump and the heart of the entire creation is in his hand and between his fingers, and we seek to please him. And if we are his allies and he loves us and accepts from us, then what is Donald Trump going to do to us? Donald Trump alone. إِذَا اجْتَمَعُوا عَلَىٰ أَن يَنْفَعُوكَ بِشَيْءٍ. If they all gather together, Trump and every world leader and everyone with them, to benefit you with something, they couldn't give us anything except it's from Allah, that Allah already planned that for us. And if they tried to harm us, all of them, the nations together, coming together in order to put out the light of Allah, will they just put out the light of Allah and we're done and that's the end of it? They would never be able to harm us except with what Allah Ta'ala has already chosen to be a trial for us to face. يُرِيدُونَ أَن يُطْفِئُوا نُورَ اللَّهِ بِأَفْوَاهِهِمْ. They wish to put out the light of Allah with their mouths. They think they're going to blow out the light of Allah Ta'ala. وَاللَّهُ مُتِمُّ نُورِهِ وَلَوْ كَرِهَ الْكَافِرُونَ. And Allah is going to complete His light no matter how much the disbelievers detest it. So we are not going to be driven to voter registration booths and all of that because someone's trying to scare us about a certain political leader who may take office. That's always the case. In every election, there's going to be someone with some hoped benefit, some benefits that are hoped for, and some harms that you hope this other one doesn't give you, and so on. There's always that case. That's the disbelievers and their political schemes in keeping the people in general, the Muslims along with them, busy and away from what benefits them and what is in their interest. For sure, worshipping Allah Ta'ala in place of whatever efforts it would take to register and to go and submit your vote and so on for this party over that party, all of the worship you could do in that time are things that Allah Ta'ala loves and is pleased with from you. And the actions of voting and getting involved in the disbelievers' political schemes and all of that is potentially a huge waste of time. And as Americans who've lived here our lives, we know the games of politicians, and the people themselves know. The people themselves know politicians are crooked, are dishonest, they make promises in order to gain votes. They don't fulfill those promises. The people refer to them as campaign promises, meaning that when a man is running for office, he promises groups certain things, and he does that in order to gain their votes. In reality, people don't expect them to fulfill those promises because they say that was just a campaign promise, meaning that's expected for them to promise us things. And it's known they won't fulfill them because that's what politics is about, gathering votes and not fulfilling whatever you have promised certain sectors of people. We've seen that generation after generation. What's surprising is some people still having some faith in that system and thinking that we're going to support some of these politicians and find some benefit in that. So we said to the man who came to us with this level of what appeared to be concern and sincerity, we said, if you wish to express that sincerity and that concern for the Muslims, and in essence, be a good person and be a genuine person of concern, then you are welcome to come in here to join us, to learn how to purify yourself and to learn how to worship your Lord the way He sent messengers to teach you how to do so. And he went on his way, inviting everyone to register to vote, as is the case with people. What's amazing is these kinds of people, They have a passion with them. It's misguided. They have a passion. They have what looks like on the surface level a real desire to help the condition of people, like a real genuine concern for a certain group of people. And he said, I have Muslim friends who are trying to gain citizenship and all of that, and they're not going to be able to get that citizenship if this man takes power. And he showed a lot of concern for the Muslim people, and he may be friendly towards Muslims, and that's what is obvious from him. However, are we going to follow him, or should he follow us? That's the big question. All the political aspiring Muslims, do we follow this man who comes to the step of the masjid and follow him to the registration booth, or does he follow us to the wudu station and to the front row of the masjid and learn which one should be the case? Which one is more appropriate? I ask you by Allah. As a community leader, should I be telling you, let's all follow this man and let's all register to vote? Or should I be telling you, let's extend the olive branch, let's extend the invitation to him and say, come in here, please. You have some genuine aspects to your character. Please come in here and save yourself from the hellfire. This is how we need to interact with these people, not follow their way. They're misguided. He has energy to invite people. He's a missionary. He doesn't even know it. He's on a mission. He's out there inviting people to take part in something very serious that takes their time and their energy and their money and all of that. And he could be doing so to call the people to worship Allah alone, yet he's calling them to what? To register, to vote, to become politically active, and so on. We have what is way better for him. We have what is better for every human being. Walhamdulillah. We have to be confident in our religion, and we have to not be influenced by the disbelievers around us to think they're on the guidance and we should stop what we're doing to follow them for a time. But rather what? They are upon misguidance, and we have the truth, and we have what will actually rectify their lives, their dunya life, their worldly life, and their hereafter. For sure, with certainty, with no doubt. And is Hillary Clinton going to be a better choice for us than Donald Trump? Who knows? Allah Ta'ala knows best what's behind either of these parties. There is no certainty in that. There is no clear advantage. There is no obvious thing here. There is only conjecture. And we know about politics and the politicians and all of that. Nothing is clear about what they're on and what their agenda is. We can save ourselves from wasting a lot of time and effort by excusing ourselves from a discussion like that and simply asking the man to come inside the house of Allah and worship Allah. And there's nothing better for a human being than that.